What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some Idle Heroes. I want to thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. If you liked the video, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button and show your support. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright guys, we're here today on the Big Daddy account. There's not a ton going on right now because I don't really plan to do the Heroic Summon event on this account. I'm way off of completing it. And you know, like for a newer player, it's not such a big deal. If you're kind of new to the game, it's better off, in my opinion, to go ahead and spend your scrolls to make that progress than to wait for that first full completion, because it might take you 5 or 6 months to get your first full completion, especially if you're free to play on a new server. So waiting that long and not using your scrolls can actually have a negative effect on your progress rather than a positive effect, because if you think about it, I mean, to save for 500 points, all it's going to give you is 15 relics. Even saving for 400 points is only going to get you one hero. That's all it's going to actually get you. If you spin those scrolls every month, even if you only have 100 of them or 200, it's going to give you some profit orbs, going to give you some units to actually fuse up, build progress on your team. If you're a newer player, you shouldn't be saving all your scrolls back, in my opinion. When the scroll event comes around, you should use them to make progress. Chain that progress into your profit summon events, kind of do it that way. For me, I've been playing for a while. I don't need anything from this event, really. Progress kind of comes slow anyway once you start building E3s. It doesn't look like, oh, next week, another E3. Not unless you're whaling hardcore, which I am not. So it's not really a thing. But anyways, today we have a couple of things to do. One, I want to dip my feet in the Aspen dungeon because we did make a new smash point. I got to Hell 50, actually like to Hell 55 or something the other day off camera. I was just kind of tooting around through it. I was like, I wonder if we'll make it. And then we did. And I was like, of course we'd make it. The one time I don't record the Aspen Dungeon run, we get the right waves. Things don't really go terribly bad. I'm not getting a million cruise waves and stuff like that. So it just, you know, it worked out. We made it to Hell 50. So I kind of want to dip my toes in that area and see how that goes. But also, I need to get my Grey Dwarf's Blessing done. I'm not going to do it, you know, this way, where I fuse up my 4-star gear into 5-star gear in the event. I don't really find that very beneficial. It just kind of drains gems and gold that you don't need to drain there. So what I do is I come down here and I fuse things here. So I've got enough to make a 5-star of that. Boop. Go ahead and upgrade like so. On my chest, I'm 1 short. That's okay, because I can fuse some 3-star pieces up. Do it. And in the end, it costs me like, I don't know, under 12 million gold to make this 5-star set. Whereas to actually just use up 1 set of gear in the event would take me 40 million gold and 1,500 gems. And I was like, you know what? To me, it's not worth it, especially as common as 4-star gear is now. You get it in a lot of events. I mean, back in the day, Heroic Summon used to even drop 5-star gear as rewards for like 550 points, 500, 550. They used to be 600 points, I think. I can't remember. It's been too long. I think that's what they were, and it's like 500 and 550 gave you 5-star gear as reward. Well, they got rid of that, which isn't a big deal, because the gem box event will still get you a full set. Shelter missions will still get you generally 2 full sets if you can complete it. So generally every month you can fuse a 5-star gear set up without having to go out of your way during the Grey Dwarf's Blessing to actually make it. And if you do it that way, you save yourself a little bit of gold, some gems that you can use right here to make your 6-star set and use that 6-star set to make a 6-star class specific set. Today, we're going to go for the preset. That's kind of the game plan here. Boop, let's go ahead and get this 6-star set made. Ah, delicious. And let's go ahead and take you straight up to the preset. And you might wonder, Wrath, why would you be doing a preset? Don't you already have a preset? I do already have a preset. We'll go ahead and make it. Ah, delicious. We're really broke on gold now, which hurts a little bit, but, you know, not a huge deal. We can rectify that to an extent. But the reason I want to go with a preset here is, not that I need it. I've got 1 piece here. The rest of it's on my Cruise. Eventually down the road, I do plan to go ahead and just dismantle Vesa, give her the old axe. I mean, she's cool. She's my first E3. I really enjoyed using her, but I just don't feel like, even if the priest buff drops, I think a lot of people are holding a little bit too much hope on it. They're thinking this new priest buff's going to bring Vesa back into the meta and she's going to be like a new god tier. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen because it would devalue new units. Like, why would you make an old unit like Vesa a better choice than your new hero Valkyrie that everyone's, you know, scrambling to build over? You just don't do that. You generally make old heroes, you know, semi-usable, but you don't want to replace your new top-notch people. So I feel like Vesa's, even when the buff hits, will still be a mid-tier hero probably for the end game. So I don't think she's going to get some big revival with the priest buff. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I just don't think it's going to happen, and I would rather use her bits and make her food. Make her food for someone else. And in this case, it'll be Belrain. That's what I'm going to put it on. For right now, though, I guess we can suit you up with some priest gear. There you go. Delicious. You're looking good. And over here on, what the crap? Cruz. Get over here. Get over here, Cruz. And let's give you the old priest weapon. Ah, delicious. Lost a little crit damage there. Not a big deal. Cruz is not a crit build. Really, he's just kind of get punched in the face build. That's kind of Cruz. My Cruz is built for speed. Swap some stones over. Swap the artifact over to give him higher speed, a little bit of HP as well. So he's a little bit tanky, but he's much faster. The idea behind having him faster is if he gets his weaken out before your team attacks, I mean, it's, you know, an extra turn of them getting extra buffs, and it can give an ally energy, like straight up and double their skill damage before they get a chance to attack. So I feel like it's a little better build for Cruz than just straight up HP was. So I went ahead and swapped him around a little bit. That's what I did. Like I said, when I swap over my Gurky here in a week, probably tops, he'll be a Belrain instead of a Gurky. Woo! 10-star. But I'm going to need that second preset, obviously, to make my Belrain not butt tier. I don't want a butt tier Belrain. Nobody wants that. So that's the game plan. That's why I built the preset. I could have went with a secondary assassin set for my Heart Watcher, because she'll still be used in boss battles, but because the boss battle system right now is kind of butt, there's really no reason to focus on it. I mean, we went through another guild boss. Makes me not even want to pray for gems, honestly. Not gonna lie. The last 3 guild bosses have been killed within like moments of showing up because there's too many weak ones. I don't know why you'd have an in-game area like Pray for Fire filled with weak pansy bosses that, you know, a fairly mediocre player can take down. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever. It's still a thing for now. Hopefully it gets revamped in the future. But right now, there's not a lot of content for bosses other than the Broken Spaces area, which you might dabble in a little bit to get some gold back. But that's really the only quote-unquote in-game boss battles you have is Broken Spaces right now, which I feel like is kind of a bad deal. Like I said, you never know. The game is entirely different now than it was when I started playing, so give it a year and a half, who knows what it's going to look like. I have no idea. Not a single clue, but for nowsies, let's jump into the Aspen dungeon, and let's see. I clicked on you, there we go. Let's just see what we can get out of Hell 50. I don't know if we're going to make a huge amount of progress. We might get to like Hell 51. You never know how it's going to go. RNG is a fickle mistress. We got some demon potions, though. That's always nice. I always get this question when I do an Aspen. People are like, dude, how do you smash? If you're asking how to smash, you're probably really, really new to the game. Essentially, every time you get to a 50 node, you get a smash spot, like a checkpoint, kind of. So when you start out in easy, if you make it to easy 50 and beat it, you're going to get a smash point, so next time you load up the Aspen Dungeon, you'll immediately jump to easy 50 and not have to fight easy 1 all the way through 50 again. This makes it, you know, for people like me at Hell 50, I don't have to smash through, I don't have to go in battle, easy, normal, difficult, nightmare, and then hell to get back to where I am. I can just smash to it. When you smash, you also get access to these guys. These Joohickeys, go ahead and snag that out. I don't think I need the casino chips too bad right now. Anything else I need in here? I don't really need those. Anything for gold in here? Gold that I can actually want to buy? Ooh, there we go. I'll take some of those for gold. Anything else? No. Not a very good smash, not gonna lie. What are we starting out with? Sleepless? Sleepless is not a problem. We're gonna watch these though, at least I'm gonna watch them, because I haven't done a lot of any at all research in Hell 50 plus, because I just kind of got there and I was like, sweet. So we'll see how it goes out. Looking like they're just kind of permanently petrifying her right now. Interesting. Holy crapo. Do I get a chance to attack or something? I mean, is that potentially possible? I mean, they're not going to kill her, like I could pretty much guarantee that. But, like, really? We're just going to sit here and literally chain petrify her forever. We won on the last round. Perfect. Okay, so those are long rounds. Might have to attack them twice. But in terms of difficulty, I would say not really that hard. A lot of damage over time in these. Makes me a little wary. We'll just go ahead and top off in the HP department just to see. If I die right now, I mean, it's possible. I would obviously prefer not to, but you never know. Not getting any stuns on me either, which is actually, oh, there we go. It's kind of counterintuitive. You almost want your Valkyrie to get stunned a couple of times, just kind of help her with her self-sustain, because if she doesn't get stunned at all, she doesn't really heal all that much. I mean, her resilience does, but I mean, it's not, sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes you need more. Couple gray-eyes. I don't think these guys are dangerous, but, you know, like I said, this is new territory for me. I haven't messed with a lot of level 420 enemies, so I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to play it safe, and we'll see how it goes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play it safe. There's nothing wrong with playing things safe the first time through, because it makes sense. You learn better that way. So that wasn't hard at all. Probably didn't need the demon potion, or the milk, whatever. Not a huge deal. Single Karim. Again, I'm like 99.99% sure this guy's not going to be that much of an issue. Nah, not a problem. I'm assuming probably will be similar waves that give her trouble. Gru is not going to be one of those waves. He's doesn't do enough damage really to actually cause her problems. The big problem with fighting Gru, if you fight him with any other unit that relies on their attack or their crits to heal or deal damage, Gru's really annoying because he strips your attack and your crit when you hit him. So if you're using someone like Heartwatcher, Grus can be annoying because they're going to stop you from critting and healing. You'll probably still take him down, but you know I haven't used a Heartwatcher in the Aspen dungeon in a while, so I don't know how that all works out. Vesa by herself, I doubt she'll kill me. They've been getting a little harder to kill, though. They've been healing up quite a bit in the last couple fights I had when I was on my way to Hell 50. They got to the point that they were actually starting to heal enough that my Valkyrie's dots weren't quite killing it in one round. Yeah, like right now we're kind of just trading even. But as long as I can keep her low enough in health, when I start the next round, she won't have that attack buff that she has now, so it's easier to bring her down. So you see we did lose there, but starting out this next wave, she's not going to have that attack buff that she gets after she ramps up on her attacks, so she won't be healing as much, and it should take her down. There we go. Boop. Get wrecked on Vesa. But it has taken two attacks now to kill Vesas, which it didn't take before, so that's something to keep an eye on. A single Mirage, probably not a big enough issue to use like a demon potion on, I wouldn't think, or even milks. When I get the active skill early like that, I think I'll be okay. Yeah, when you get a couple Mirages or 4 Mirages, you gotta watch out for those dudes, 'cause that's a problem. Oh, no. No. These waves are always sucky. They do kill my Valkyrie like 9 times out of 10 when I fight them, so I get really lucky with where her active skill lands. It doesn't really work out for me. It's mainly Fat Moo, I think, that brings her down. So we're gonna just take our Vesa here, and we're just gonna throw her like cannon fodder with a demon potion and see if we can't, you know, I don't know, get a little bit out of the way. Oh god, no. She just got totally pooped on. She had no idea what was happening right there. I don't like much. Let's go ahead and we'll get her back to full HP with some milks here. Just because that's what you want to do. Get some full HPs. And now hopefully she won't die. Hopefully. That's the end goal right now, is just her not dying. I want to kill that Fat Moo. Oh, we didn't kill the Fat Moo. She's probably dead. Yeah, no, yeah. Fat Moo, man. People say Fat Moo sucks. And in 99% of cases, you're correct. When it comes to the Aspen dungeon, though, you gotta watch out for the old Fat Moos, man. He doesn't play games. So I guess we're down to Shia, which would say we're probably not going a whole lot further in the Aspen dungeon, which is a little unfortunate, but it's also part of life. What do we got here? Dark Arthrodol by herself. Let's get some milk in there. You gotta have milk. I don't think a single Dark Arthrodol will kill Shia. I don't think. But you never know. I mean, maybe no, she won't. She's not gonna do that. Bam! Get wrecked on. Get wrecked on. I can take a single Dark Arthrodol. I is not afraid. Oh, this is where I is afraid. I is much afraid. Let's go ahead and pop a demon potion, because Sigmund's not exactly fun to fight with a Shia, because he has precision, so he goes through her blocks, so she doesn't get her stacks of buff, but also he counterattacks, and that becomes an issue. With damage over time, it's just not a good time. Hopefully this active skill drop on round 1 will keep him weak enough that maybe we can take him down, but I don't know. Oh god, he's still hitting hard. Oh my god. Wow. Absolute wiggity wow wow. Maybe you should have doubled up those demon potions there, Rathy. You always think of the smart things after you lose. Whatever, not a big deal. Let's go ahead and let's double demon potion the Heartwatcher up, and she'll clean house for us 100%. Get in there. Oh my god, you really didn't even... Okay. About to say, if you don't take this guy down, you're out of the family. You're out of the family, we're kicking you out. Oh, we gotta... Oh, for Mirager. Well, it doesn't matter how many demon potions I use on this one. This is the end of Heart Watcher's day. Okay, she's like, I could probably take it. It's just a Mirage. You haven't seen the Hell Mode Mirages, have you? No, you have not. Absolutely get wrecked on. And Cruz, same story. Cruz is like, I think I can handle it. No, you can't. I bet you can't. I bet you monies. Look at that. You even make it one round. Cruz, you suck one. Not bad. We made it to Hell 61. Not a huge amount of progress. We're not quite to the top 50 leaderboards yet. But I feel like a little bit of luck, a little bit of less dumbness, a little bit of less of the Fat Moo waves, we'll probably be able to crack in the top 50 again pretty soon. Getting that Hell 50 check mark, super handy for making progress. Again, I've been stuck at Hell 1 forever. Just the worst RNG, man. It's like, you want a Bell Rain wave? How about 4 Bell Rain waves? Okay. You want a Fat Moo wave? How about 4 more Fat Moo waves? How about no Fat Moo waves? That's what I really want, because I could make it really far that way. And some people don't know that. The Aspen dungeon, I mean, it does rely on what heroes you have, obviously, to an extent. You're not going to make it to Hell mode with a 10-star Heart Watcher. Isn't going to be a thing, okay? I don't care how much you try, how much luck you have. It's just not going to be a deal. But there is a certain level of RNG that plays in the Aspen dungeon for your progress. Waves are not set in stone, so the waves I had this time are not the waves I'll see next time. So there's no way to actually, like, plan for the entire run. You gotta hope you get the right waves, especially when you're trying to get a new checkpoint. If you get really bad ones, like early on and easy and normals, like those Bloodblade waves, you're like, oh no, if I can just dodge those, I'll make it. And then sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't. In this case, we don't. We didn't dodge the waves. We had some problems. But that's part of that. That's part of the Aspen dungeon. RNG plays a role like it does in everything else in this game. You just got to deal. You got to deal. So that's pretty much, that was the big game plan, was do some Aspen. We didn't really make it very far. Kind of sad. But what we can also do is we can do a little bit of our broken spaces, because I'm in need of the goldage. It means we got to fight this guy, which means a lot of stuns and warriors. When you fight warriors, you run artifacts that do more damage to warriors. That's what you do. Absolutely the game plan. And I guess, I mean, he's not going to do a lot of good when he's stunned anyway. Yeah. Are you going to do a lot of good? I mean, probably not. We'll give it a shot. We'll try it both ways. Actually, no, we won't. We'll try it both ways. Like that decisiveness. I'm a very decisive person. What we're going to do is we're going to try it like this. We're going to run the snake monster, obviously, first, because snake is good. But what are we going to do here? We'll run Sigmund first round, see how Sigmund performs, and if Sigmund sucks one, we'll kick Sigmund out, and we'll bring in, we'll bring in the Rosa monster, see how that goes. So, order doesn't matter, they hit everybody. This should work. I don't need the deer monster, I don't think, here. I don't believe these guys are going to kill anybody on my team. They don't hit quite hard enough. Their biggest annoyance is the crowd control, which they constantly put out, and it's not a good deal. But if we slow things down here, you'll see when Cruz is not stunned that I've got him where he goes really early in the turn order. And it's actually a nice thing. Helps him get that energy buff out earlier. It also helps him heal really early in a fight too, which is kind of nice. If you'll ever get unstunned. You might see it one day. Okay, there we go. So he's the first person actually to attack on my team, even with E3s around. Mainly because I don't pump speed on my tech, because I don't really care about it. I'm not a big PvP guy, and speed's primarily used in PvP. But yeah, this kind of helps in areas like PvE. You get Cruz's heal a little earlier. If he casts his active skill, you can stack skill damage on somebody in your team. It just works. It seems like the better build for PvE Cruzes, in my opinion. Probably even PvP Cruzes. Getting that speed and HP, just kind of nice. It just kind of works. We'll see how much damage we do here. I don't really know. And of course, the big thing I hate about these battles is you can't rightly test your actual DPS. I mean, you have to run like 10 battles and see the difference between all 10 battles. But even then, because they have crowd control built in, it's really random on what's going to happen. You could have damage swings of like 100 million. You just never know, because they might just stun lock. Like, it's possible they stun lock Shia the entire time pretty much. That could happen. If it did, my damage would go way low. You just never know. So about 225 million damage is not great damage. It's not bad damage, but it's okay. It's alrighty. He contributed a little bit of damage to my team. The question is that 27 million damage going to be enough to outweigh the extra attack boost that Rosa gives? That's kind of what I'm going for. Now, Rosa won't strip as much armor as Sigmund does, so, I mean, there's always that to worry about too. And if he stays stunned, he will literally do nothing, which is just fun. Fun. There we go. Get some attack buffs. There we go, team. All right, so we'll see how this runs. Like I said, you never know. One test from another is going to always be different. It's never going to be the same when you fight crowd control units. So I don't know. This might be a lower, could be higher, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. That's the whole point of testing, is to see what happens, right? Exactly. And I know some people in the team, I don't know if they still have him. Back in the day, there was a guy in the team who was running like all priests. It was like 2 Vessas, a Rosa. I think he had an Amuvor, though, in his team, but he did some pretty nice boss damage with that team setup. It was pretty nice. But, I don't have that. I don't have that at all. And I wouldn't go for a double Vessa build anyways at this point in the game. It's just not really worth it. Round 15, we'll see. Oh, Shia would, of course, be stunned for the last round. That's fantastic. Oh, we lost a lot of damage. A lot of damages went down there. Let's try it again. Because, like I said, you never know with stuns. That last attack from Shia might have been a 20 million damage difference. You just never know. Do we just want to next it? Let's just next it, see what happened. 185. So, staying pretty religiously lower than the Sigmund. Boop, boop. Let's see if maybe that first round Sigmund was lucky. You never know. Maybe we got a really high hit. Let's just run through it and give it a look. 259 million damage. So I would say, at this point, Rosa not really a good option. Now, you could always swap out your Cruz for Rosa as well and kind of see how that did. Might not be a bad way to test it, because Cruz and Rosa do similar damage. But, I mean, let's do it. I mean, what the crap? What's the point of testing things? You ain't gonna test things. Get out of there, Cruz. Get in there, Rosa. Let's see. Let's see what you got for me. Bring the heat. Bring the big numbers. It's what I need to see. That's what we're gonna go for. We're gonna go for the big numbers. Do we want to watch this out? Do we want to watch it happen? We'll watch it. We'll watch this one, then we'll next to it, because we gave everybody else a free, watch, didn't we? We did. We did. Let's be fair. Even though life is not fair. I tell you that, man. People, you will be happier in life if you do not expect life to be fair. Just trust me. It's absolutely a thing. If you don't expect fairness, you're not ever really disappointed when things happen, because that's just how life works. Life is not at all in any way fair in any way. Like, at all. There's zero fairness in life. So just don't, pin your hopes on that, because if you do, you're going to be disappointed. If you don't, it's just life. It's just how things happen. And it's much easier to live that way when you're not, always expecting things to be fair and, oh, it's not fair, he has this, or this guy's got that. Don't worry about what they got. Worry about what you got. And trust me, you'll go further, you'll be happier. It's a more fulfilling way to live. Words of wisdom from Wrath. Let's see what we did here. Do we lose damage or gain damages? Another heavy loss, it looks like. Let's try it again, though. For the sake of testing, we'll just go ahead and smash through it. Yeah, smash you can't see. We got to actually go into the battle hit next. Lost a little bit, gained a little bit. It's a big swing, a 40 million damage swing there. And like I said, that's the problem with testing against crowd control bosses, is you can have massive swings. Now, even when you don't fight crowd control bosses, another 220 million, it's close. We'll say it's pretty close. We'll pop them in here and run a couple more with Cruz and see if we get consistently higher than 220 million, or if it bounces around to being lower than that. 236, so that was immediately higher. Immediately higher. Let's try it one more time. Just like I said, we're just kind of doing some run-of-the-mill testing, nothing crazy in depth here. When we get our Bell Rain, that will be fun too. What do we got here? 269 million. So it looks like with Cruz in the team, we just absolutely hit for better damage. And I like I said, that probably is largely due to the point that he goes first in my team, which means he gets to pop that skill damage out and stuff like that. You just see Shia hitting harder when you have Cruz in the team. It just works out. It works out all right. So, yeah. The team needs Cruz in there to be optimal. It seems that way. But when I get rid of Vessa, I am going to lose some damage. It's going to be a thing. I assume I'll lose some damage. Because right now, let's go ahead and skip this battle too, just to see it. 245, that's about right. But my Vessa's dropping about 30 million damage. I highly doubt Bell Rain is going to drop 30 million damage. But Bell Rain also has an attack boost built in. So even though I'd be losing essentially, I don't know, probably 20, 25 million damage off of my Vessa, because Bell Rain will probably still hit at least where a Cruz would hit, I would assume. She's also going to boost attack on my team by, I believe, 30%? Something like that? Let's take a check piece. We'll look here at Rose. My Rosa drops. He gives my allies 16% attack. Not a bad deal. When you look at Belrain, at 10, she gives, 30% attack to 4 random allies. So it's not the entire team that gets the attack buff, but 4 random allies will get it. And that's a pretty hefty amount of attack. That's not bad. Plus, she's going to heal them by enough that I think she'll outdo Vessa's healing anyways. It just feels like she will. I don't know. I feel like having Belrain in Vessa's slot, even though I might, statistically, losing DPS because I'm dropping Vessa, I'm still going to get better attack on my Shia, a lot better attack. And by the time I get my Horus built up, he's going to scale really well with that extra attack. I think long term, it's going to be a good move. It'll be a good move for the team. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, down the road, if Dasmog ever gets builted, right now, you're a ways off, my dude. You're a ways off, but next event, we will be doing Prophet Orbs. I've got 167 plus, what is that, 20? 187. I'll probably just do a double completion on this account and save the extra ones for the next event, just because. But a double completion in the Light Dark faction should, statistically, words are hard, get me, 7? I've got it written down somewhere. Let me look at it. Let me look. Yes. Through all the fusions and whatnot that you get through 4-star heroes and all that jazz, for every 80 orbs in Light and Dark, you statistically get 7 total Light/Dark heroes. So I guess you'd say like 3.5 of each, but that's impossible. Whatever. But generally you get 7 Light and Dark heroes. Light or Dark heroes. No, it's kind of an and/or. What the crap? You know what I'm saying. It's split between the two. All right? So in 2 completions, I'd get 14. So statistically, I should have 7 new Dark and 7 new Light 5-stars after I fuse up all the 4-stars and such that I get as well through the event. With that, I mean, I could probably 9-star Dasmog. I could definitely 9-star Dasmog. That's actually not bad. But I'm still I think a copy short of Dasmog 10, so he's not going to be 10-starred, and obviously I'd still be missing the extra fodders. I might be able to make it. I don't know. Whatever, not important. Step 1 is Belrain. Belrain, absolutely first priority. I'm pretty close here. After the event, I should absolutely have enough stuff here to get my Gurky to 10. Go ahead and convert him over to 10-star Belrain. And then, if I'm really feeling it, or if I get lucky, and you never know, you might get lucky, I might snag a Belrain from the actual orbs itself. Highly unlikely, but it could happen. And then I've got enough relics here to buy at least 1 more. This 1 more would be 10-star, but if I get 1 from orbs or something, that would obviously be enough to E1 her. If I get 2 from orbs, would that ever happen? No. But if it did happen, I could take her to an E3 immediately. And that's kind of what I want to do, is get my Belrain to E3 and kind of replace Vessa with her. Honestly, I still think a 10-star Belrain will probably do more for my team than an E3 Vessa does at this point in the game. She's just fallen off. It makes me sad, because I was so I was so enthused when I got her, man. First E3, I was like, oh yeah, Vessa, we'll go places. But yeah, the game has changed so much since I started. Back in the day, Vessa was like, oh, she's God tier. Now she's like, she's okay. That's what she is. So, I mean, she'll be really okay as food. But whatever. That is going to be it for today, though, guys. Not a whole lot going on. We got some things done. Preset accomplished. Aspen Dungeon accomplished-ish, kind of. New record, so that's not bad. And then we've got the broken spaces, a little bit of damage testing in there for funsies. And we'll see. We'll see how things go. Hopefully next week, it definitely is Prophet Orb. If it's not, I'm going to, pull hair out and punch somebody. That's just how you do it. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button to show your support. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well. And tell your friends about it, because that definitely helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one.